Guys, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today we got a bit of a shopping list of things to do. First off, we need to stop this from happening because that's wrong. So it is putting everything on there, which is not particularly great because we want the sodium to not go in here, but the sodium's going in there. So just yeah. No, that's not it. Anyway, sodium. We want to blacklist sodium. And then we need to make sure the sodium actually gets delivered. Like we've just filled up an entire belt with sodium all over the place. So let's stop that from happening right now, and then we should be good. Thankfully, our inventory is completely full right now, so that's kind of a bit of a pain. But I mean, what else is new? My inventory is always full with some useless crap. We're just going to stand here until the sodium starts going through, and I think that's... no, it hasn't. We can see more sodium. Gosh. If you leave it for long enough, it just fills up the entire belt with sodium and nothing gets done ever again. Okay, that's annoying, but let's just chuck that on there. We don't have enough sodium hydroxide, we know that. And we will fix that at some point. I think we're good now. We will need to come back and check it later just to make sure it's fine, but for now, that'll do. And we'll deliver the sodium over there because why not? Looks like it's pretty tidied up though. So as usual, I've got a book of things that I want to do today. Another thing I want to do, which we did when we were creating silver just to split things up a bit, we made some chunks be made, and we put them all in a box. The only problem is we never stopped doing that. So we got a lot of chunks that have been sorted and split and all that sort of stuff. To the point that we frankly don't even need them to be like that. So we're just going to chuck them in there for now. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with all this crap. And it is crap. That's unfortunately the long and short of it. We've got like a lot of chloric wastewater. We need a box. We just need to put a box somewhere just to put junk in it. No, we don't. We've learnt that. We can just do this. Do. That's going to fill up very soon, actually. Do. Yeah, and that is a problem. We've got a lot of these chunks that have all been sorted. You know what? This time we are actually going to put a box, because we might as well put these green geodes in a place where they can be turned into something good. Might as well, you know? And something's going to want green geodes somewhere. Green geodes? Purple, green, okay. And then we've got a bunch of ores that, quite frankly, we just not going to use them for anything. So that was a mistake, but, you know, what's life without a couple of mistakes? Certainly not my playthrough of Factorio, I'll tell you that much. So this will be a temporary situation, where we just have all these green geodes and they'll eventually go in the box. Lovely. Alright, so what else do we have that we wanted to fix before we get on to the other things? So, nope, that was the previous one. Fix sodium, done. Stop silver sort, done. Upgrade floats, yes, that's a good point. So, we could be making more aluminium ore if we had better flotation devices. So let's, well, not flotation, it's flotation cells. So let's improve those now. Now, I know we've got a couple already. So we're going to need aluminium plates. Thankfully, ironically enough, we got a lot of aluminium plates because that's what we make here, is aluminium plates. How handy. Whoa. I had some hotkeys there that were not what I wanted. Yikes. We're going to need more steel and clay. We can do that as well, but quite honestly right now I just want to get the flotation cells going properly. And we'll make a red one as well, because let's be honest, That's probably going to speed up to the point that it's going to make everything a bit weird and janky. Okay. So that they've sped up, that should mean everything goes through a little bit smoother and gives us a bit more aluminium, because that's going to be required for later. I do want to upgrade a few more flotations, actually. Thankfully, we'll be walking past the steel for that. Actually, let's not even walk. Walking is for chumps, and I am somewhat of a chump sometimes. Oh, we do actually have enough for more flotation cells. Of course we do, because we did actually... Okay. That train can sort itself out now. Because if we kind of want to upgrade this ore sorter as well. What does that need? Steel. Well, good news. That's actually what we're here for in the first place. And more steel is always a good thing, as is more brass, because we'll probably need those at some point soon. So, how far can we go with the sorting? Look, let's just go as far as we can, right? And there's brass down there. Just make sure I'm not standing on a train track. I am not. That's a welcome change, honestly. Usually I live on train tracks. Because that's the sort of cool dude I am. Living on a train track, living on the edge, getting hit by trains. Okay, well, while that's actually being processed, we'll go get some brass, because we're going to need more brass. I don't know why we don't just have a brass casting facility up here. Maybe we should. If only I had more basic stuff. Okay, we're not going to do that there. We'll do that another day. Do we need more pipes while we're here? Yeah, could do with some straight pipes, actually. Probably fine with undergroundies. There's a pistol there, representing a time that I was hit by a train. Rest in peace, me. Rest in peace. Now, is this the one I actually wanted to speed up? I wanted to speed up the one that had tin on it, which is the one up here. Because it's making me hope that I don't need to expand my tin production. I know I do, but maybe I won't need to. I should have sped stuff up a lot, but to really speed stuff up, I'm going to need to actually do what I said I was going to do in the header. Maybe that's the next step. Okay. Flotation, 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 flotation. Okay, so that should speed things up a bit and just generally increase production of things. And you know what they say, more things equals more stuff. Don't know why they say that, it's a weird thing for them to say. What else? Okay, let's upgrade my floats. Good. I need to... So my burners aren't quite working the way I wanted them to. So we're going to need steel furnaces and copper. Copper shouldn't be a problem. Pretty sure I have a bunch of copper being made over here. Yes. Invar we should have enough of. I'm going to need more steel as well. Oh, we've got enough steel. Okay. So what we need is the oil burners. And for those, we need steel pipes, which we have. Steel furnace. What do we need for the steel furnace? Probably steel. Probably furnace. Stone blocks. Okay. We don't have any stone blocks here. That's alright. Wonder whether we should pick up more steel while we're here. You know what? We're taking the train that has the steel in it. We can afford to do that. And the stone is around here somewhere. It goes in a little bit of a loop, but it does get there eventually. And honestly, as long as it gets there eventually, I'm pretty happy. And then... Do we need more iron? No, I think we're good for iron. Maybe some more copper wouldn't be bad, actually. Stone is up here. I lose it every time I do this. Should really put it in a more prominent location. Probably should have taken more cobalt steel, but we didn't. Okay, so... Let's take this out. Honestly, probably that too. Okay, burners. We can make... what? It's actually got a different name. No, Not burnable fuel. What is it called? Fuel burner? What is it called? I've completely forgotten what it's called. Hang on. It is called the wonderful, miraculous fluid burning heat source. No, okay. If I look up fluid, it'll probably come up. So I can build one of those because I don't have enough to build the burner because I need more heat pipes. And why can I not build more heat pipes? I bet you it's because of copper. Yep. Well, that's alright. Lots of copper production over here. Like, a lot. Yeah. Fluid. Okay, so 4 is probably too many. 3 will probably do for now. And then we want to have turbines. Probably that's too many, but again, we'll do. Sand. You can never have too much sand. I think we're good. I think we're good to get some work done. And then after that, after we've improved power, we don't have anything else that we need to do, so we can actually start working on what I wanted to. Excellent. I mean, improving tin and lead is probably going to be a problem in the near future as well, because we're not making enough solder. But we'll get there. Meanwhile, on the side of what I'm seeing, my wife is playing Pokemon Snap, taking pictures of all the Pokemon. That's a good game. I mean, gotta snap them all. Oh, they're cute. I don't know what they are, but they're cute. I really like Pokemon, except for the fact I don't like Pokemon. It's a confusing world. Like, I love the game, like some of the games, but the general main series Pokemon, I'm just like, eh. It's a bit dull. Thanks, Isha. I've just been told I'm a bit dull, so that's cool. My wife's being mean to me again. It's probably deserved, honestly. Okay, so that should heat up things, but it is also going to consume more fuel. But that should be pretty good when it all sort of starts kicking back up. The heat should be rising. It is rising slowly, potentially. It's not. It's pretty stable. I think because these ones aren't actually connected to the grid yet. And my inventory is full. Wonderful. And my inventory is full. Wonderful. Okay. And so that should be everything I need. No, I need a couple more. Okay. It's not a big deal. Okay, now is the temperature rising? No, it's going down. That temperature is rising. In fact, my temperatures have gone so bad that everything has stopped working, which is not great. Why has everything stopped going? Things are rising. I'm a little scared because that means my fuel oil is not going to be produced very quickly, but it is increasing in temperature incredibly slowly. Not sure why. I would have assumed they would all be generating a lot more temperature. Well, it starts kicking off at 465, which it's almost at. Come on, please hit 465. We're using a lot of fuel for no gain right now. And now it's working. Now a couple of them are working. Okay. That is now... Yeah, that was scary. That's increasing in temperature. It is. It'll be hitting 465 eventually. Okay, good. I'm happy with that. Ah! One more gas refinery probably wouldn't go amiss, honestly. Can we do one of those right now? Or an improved one? Big concrete bricks, I could. Let's do 2. And we'll put them in a place that's real good. Maybe over here. Over here? Oh, we do need to burn off that other, what is it producing? Glycol liquid. It's not particularly useful stuff, but that's okay. Put it here. Put another one like here-ish. No, you know what? One will do. And we're going to copy the same recipe because that makes sense. We're going to use the plastic because I don't like just having it in my inventory for no reason. Makes me feel like I've made a mistake. And we probably need to connect it to nutrient paste, nutrient pulp, which is easy enough to do. Great. So that should increase our fuel oil production a little bit, and also just use up more of my beans. Okay, so now actually what we're here for today, which is to make my modules. So I want to focus on getting this one done first. Or at least we're getting the polished crystals done. That's what we started with. That's what we're going to finish with. Can we make another steel furnace while we're at it, actually? Just because I feel like another one of those probably wouldn't go amiss. Okay. Just because a little bit more of this, what is it called? Lithia salt would probably be nice. Okay, we're on the wrong side of history. And by that I mean the farms. So, what do we need? Well, we need crystal slurry, which is why we stopped doing this before, because we didn't have enough stuff for crystal slurry. But we do now. And up like that. So that's going to output my crystal slurry. If we had water. Which we would have if we thought about powering it up, which we didn't. I'm going to need a clarifier, which thankfully we have one of those. It was just sitting in trash. Never a good sign. And we probably don't need too much pure water. At least not yet. But we've left room so we can increase it later. Okay. So now we're making crystal slurry incredibly slowly. Thankfully we grabbed all this extra sand so we can make more stuff. So, we're going to put a tank. We're just going to put a small tank, honestly. Maybe 150. That's not actually that small, but we'll put a 150 tank. Then what we want to do is we want to grind these bad boys. So what we probably want to actually do is we're going to need 3 of these. Let's just go 3 rows. It's probably a better idea for now. So assemblers. We've got plenty of this stuff because it's all just steel. It's one of these moments where it makes me think I really should actually have a factory that makes these things. Because honestly, it's pretty easy stuff. But I haven't done it. And I don't think I'm going to do it anytime soon. So, all these problems is just my fault, honestly. Okay, so. We're going to go downwards because there's not really much happening downwards. And we are also going to have it so that the grinders can be on. Well, the grinders are on that belt, clearly. It's how I've done it. Grinders don't even need to be here. So the grinders are on this belt. That's cool. So what we'll do is we'll go like this, leave a bit of room, and like this. And so the idea is this will be making the, what is it called? Polished blue crystals, because those are the most useful. Polished red crystals, because those are slightly less useful. And polished green crystals, because they're shit and no one likes them. Yeah, that escalated quickly, huh? Okay, so we're going to take the grinding stones there. We're going to need more grinding stones. And that'll be made soon. They're really coming the wrong order then, aren't they? Should be blue, red, green. Okay. So we're going to change that now. Blue, red, green. And we'll fix that now, because why not? And we accidentally picked up something along the way. What did we pick up? Some of that. Okay, great. So that's going to make more of my crystal grindy things. Cool. And then we're just going to chuck those in there for now, just so that way we don't have to carry them around, because quite frankly, I can't be bothered. So, blue crystals come into here. And they're going to be like, hey, can we go in here? And it's going to go probably. I mean, I don't know. I'm not the boss of you. Flip them all around. Right. Going to come out like that. There. Going to put that tank right here. And you may say that's a terrible place for that tank. What were you thinking? And I'll go, I don't know, man. Seemed like a good idea at the time. And when we need to expand this, we will have a way to do it when we get there. I've really planned for this, haven't I? Okay, it's not like I've had any time to do it, plan for it though, so that's fine. Drop, and this one's going to be like... That's probably a bit far. Okay, pick up and drop. Cool. So that is those. But of course the question is, what if we get there and there's no way to do this? That's a fantastic question. One that we'll be answering in just a moment. Because let's be honest, that crystal powder will not sustain this entire industry. It just won't. Oh, look, some robots came back. Don't know where they were, but they've come back. Hello, robots. Okay, so that's making more of my crystal grindstones. Wonderful. But the problem we have, and this is always an inevitable problem, that we have no crystal slurry. So what do? Well, we're gonna do a split here, and we're gonna prioritize. No, yep. Go. We're gonna prioritize that side. I'm gonna go out. So these are the rejects. Yeah, we do a similar thing here. No, we don't. That was fine. That was actually correct. We do the similar thing here, where we split, focus that way, break that, out this way. Out that way. Good. And then we do a similar thing finally here. Exactly the same thing. Okay. Good. So make sure it's powered again, because probably good to power it. But now we've got a bunch of stuff that we don't have a home for. That's not good. Okay, so we actually do have a couple of polished stones. That's nice. But they don't have homes. That's sad. So sad. So what are we going to do with them? I wonder. Maybe we're going to grind them down into nothing. That's exactly what we're actually going to do. So we have ore powderizers, which I think I've made so many of these by mistake, but I probably don't carry them. Now this is going to probably jam up somewhere, and I'm going to probably figure out why or how later, but right now, this will do. Okay, so we want to powder the cut blue crystals that haven't been shinified. What's up? Aw, there's a song for the Pokemon. That's adorable. Okay, so then we're gonna need these drums. Actually, we're gonna need to clean the drums as well. Okay, so use milling drum, tidy that up. Okay. Right, we'll figure that out later. That'll come this way, because it's gonna output two things. Stuff, broken stuff, and drums. Drums! Okay, use milling drums. Comes into here. And then they can be redistributed out to the people. I wonder if we can do all of them through here. That could be a bit of a trick. Especially when you do it quite like that. Okay, so that's going to give me my drums. Then meanwhile, the crystals... maybe I should have it going the right way, might be good. The crystals are going to venture on in life. And they're going to come up here, and they're going to split into here. And it's going to focus on that side. Because quite frankly, if we've got a lot of crystal powder, we kind of want that to just keep happening. Okay, and so I think we've got enough milling drums for now. We don't actually, 10's not going to be near enough, but 10 will do for now. Okay, and here comes our powder. Yeah, at some point we'll probably extend this upwards. So this area here is for expanding this in the future. For now, it's just about proof of concept. Okay, so then we need another similar thing. But for red. We go this way? Oh, it makes a really nasty sound when it's grinding. Okay. Okay, red goes in there. And we're going to actually move that one to be over here, and we're going to spin it as well. Cool, and that's going to output from there. And then we're going to connect it. Great, so now reds are also being... Wait, no, I don't want you to spit out there. Oh yeah, it's got to be taking the reds as well, otherwise it's not doing anything. Okay. Cool. So this will then... be pretty good. We're going to need more of these milling drums, but that'll be in a second. And greens... where are the greens? To be honest, that's somewhat concerning. Oh, there they are. Okay, and that should be good if we had more milling drums, which they're coming about. And we'll chuck some more milling drums into the whole system. We don't have many, but that's okay. It'll be improved. The point is, we should now have enough for crystals. Oh, and that's right, that probably needs to be connected to this. And that probably also needs to be doing green crystals. Just not, because it's not going quite far enough. There it goes. Cool. So now we need to sort this shit out. So we'll do a sort if it's pulling out the grinders. Actually, we have them going this other way. Yeah, it's not like I was in the middle of something, thanks. That's probably fine, actually. No, it's not. One more across. And that. Then what we'll do is I have the crystal grindstones go through here. Go through here. Quite frankly, the crystal grindstones can actually go through there. That's fine. Probably not actually. That's probably a mistake. Put it this way. Okay, and then you can... Yeah, everyone can do sideways to their own things, but then it feeds their own ways. And then we should have lots of polished crystals. Again, I'm not so focused about the green ones. I don't really care too much about the green ones. But I mean, they're always good to have for some things. So, we've now got a lot of polished crystals, so we can turn that off. We don't need those anymore. Next, we probably need to worry about the basic module boards, because they're needed for the... this. I don't know what we can do about the electrical components. We could steal them from here. I'm just worried that we're definitely not making enough of those. How's solder going? Probably bad. It's actually going better than you'd imagine. Okay, well let's expand those a little bit. What else do we need? Copper and gold. Okay, well that's easy enough. Let's just get some casters. What do we need? More steel. Okay, well the good news is we've actually got a steel train. So we've got to mine like a steel train. Steel train, come on down here please. It has to go a really cool loop to make it. Because at some point those rails got confused. Really should fix that one day. It'll make it though, that's the important thing. I know people say Factorio is all about efficiency. Nah. It ain't about efficiency, it's about just getting stuff done. People will disagree with me quite adamantly on that one. You know what, that's probably not wrong either. I'd rather just get something done than get it done well. Okay, so that should be making more of these. And that I don't know if I necessarily want to... I could just copy this thing. It's actually not a bad process. And... because, I mean, transistors are a bit more of a problem because they do need plastic. Solder... We do have molten solder, but it's not great because we are running out of tin a lot of the time. Because we haven't got around to making new tin. Isaac Newton. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm laughing at my own joke, that's what matters. As long as I'm having fun, okay? Okay. No one cares that I'm having fun, apparently. Okay, so that's those done. Now, we could get aluminium plate and plastic bars. We really do need to get plastic bars improved at some point. In fact, maybe that's something I should be thinking about getting plastic better soon. So, what was the thing I needed to get plastic? It was charcoal, synthesis gas. Now, I was looking on Reddit about a better way to do this, and a better way to do this is with carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas to synthesis gas. So for that, we need a few research. So let's just start making those now. That's going to be pretty quick, actually, at this rate, too. Exciting. Because we are actually having blue science come through because we are... Oh, aluminium's doing well? Molten aluminium is maxed out. Okay. That's good to know. That means these should be maxed out. Copper's actually struggling a bit now. Is it? Why? Shouldn't be. I think it's only casting machine 1s. That's probably not helping. Okay, well, let's give it casting machine 2s. That should speed it up by like 50% or so. But we do need to get plastic sorted out. Okay, so that'll speed those up because they're slowed down because of copper. But it's not because we got lack of copper, it's just don't have the copper for some reason. That'll probably help. And for some reason, we've got these slow belts. Let's just fix that up right now. Good work, guys. You did it. I like how it fixed all the copper pipes to be like brass pipes. I'm just like, not quite what I needed fixed, but you did your best. That's the fault of me, though, unfortunately. Okay, so what do we need? Module contacts, that's easy. We've got molten stuff here. Rubber, that's actually pretty easy to do because we've got plenty of resin. Aluminium plate and plastic bars. Plastic is going to be a problem. In fact, plastic will be a problem for a different reason as well. Boards, that's easy enough. And transistors and solder is going to be a problem there. So that's plastic again, though. Okay, let's get a train. Let's get this one, for instance. And let's go fix up my blue algae for a moment, because I do remember I had a problem with that the fuel oil on naphtha was filled up. So let's go check that out and get that sorted. 47 blue science, that's pretty exciting. We might actually put that down here so that way it... Okay. Now, while this isn't producing a lot of plastic, it's actually producing nothing right now, and that's not quite acceptable. Can we do something with naphtha that's actually useful? I don't think we can. We certainly can't turn it into liquid plastic right now because we don't have any polyethylene. I mean, we're going to need naphtha for purple. Oh, easy to make styrene liquid. Oh god, no. This is the problem with these Angel mods. It's just like when you start, or Angel and Bobs, when you start getting to like the liquids, it's like, oh gosh. You know what? New plan. We're just gonna toss all the naphtha. I don't care. Fuel oil, that can stay. You're still cool. Fuel oil's used sometimes. Just dump a huge amount of naphtha just on the ground. That's called terrible science. That's what it's called. These are a bit slow at the moment, but that's okay. The residual gas is filled up 8.4K. That's alright. Okay, so that should assist my plastic a little bit, but my plastic is still incredibly slow. I mean, there it is, going to drop off 1. I'm not even going to make it do that. Okay, so we haven't really helped plastic that much, but I feel good about it, and maybe that's enough. Maybe. The important thing is, it's not about results, it's about feeling good about what you could have done. And I feel good about what I could have done. Something happened here on this rail. I don't quite know what it is, but something broke here. One day I'll figure it out. I feel like that's slowing things down for a lot of things. Okay, so red, for some reason, we've got a long line of it. But that just should mean it's being ground up. Well, you know what? Let's just make some more land. And look, let's just use the transistors we've got. It's not many transistors, that's a problem. I mean, it looks fine enough, and plastic is running out. We've got 1,000 plastic, that's not much. That might be my next goal, to just really get plastic up, and I think it is with my research as well. I really don't want to use more stuff, but then again, you can always make more. It's not hard. Okay, look, let's just do the easy things first, shall we? So the easy things first would be to get module contacts. They're easy. Module contacts are just copper and gold. So what we can do is just go casting, go, casting, casting, there we go. I'm a little bit concerned about the lack of inserters, but we'll worry about that another day. Copper and gold. Turn them around so they go that way. That way. Okay, so copper and gold, where are they? Well, I think they're just over here. They're close. I can smell it. Does copper have a smell? I'm pretty sure it does. I know iron has a smell. I think of something you ever describe as smelling coppery. Does every element have a smell? I mean, some obviously have a smell. I know that. Like, you know, chlorine has a very distinctive smell. Okay, now we need to get gold. Yar, we must get gold. Yar, pirates. Yar. That's aluminium. Typically less exciting for pirates, that one. Oops. That's quite what I want to do. There we go. Happy again. Okay. That's all the gold and copper we need. And module contacts, I mean, honestly, I don't know how many of these we need. We're going to need a lot of them overall. But we could even just put a assembly here. You know, let's build more assemblers while we're not thinking about anything else. Okay, good. Because this is something that we need for everything. And it's actually relatively cheap. Okay, so we've got module contacts. What are they actually needed for specifically? Maybe we didn't even need module contacts here. I think they're actually needed for making the things we don't actually even have the science for yet. Because we need to do this first. So we just need to make speed module boards first. Let's just focus on that, shall we? Now that's, again, another pretty simple one. We need the phenolic boards. So maybe... Copper and tin. Well, copper, as we know, easy to get. And so we're going to do a very similar setup. Wait. It doesn't actually have gold attached to it, does it? Okay, now it does. There's going to be a very similar setup here. Ironically, well, it's not even ironically, that's not how irony works, but interestingly enough, copper, done. Tin is a different thing. Tin is that one. So, where do we get tin from? I have any feeling tin might be just a very similar thing. We don't have a lot of tin being made. That's iron, that's lead, I assume. Yeah. Surely we need tin for something of this. Guess not. Okay, there will be molten tin up here though. Wow, I think it just dropped off some plastic. Which, I mean, in some ways is good. It means plastic is being made. It's just not near the amounts that we need right now. I mean, part of me wonders, would it be a good idea to have a molten or liquid plastic line? And honestly, it's probably not a bad idea. Maybe that's something we do for another day. Okay, so that's molten tin, so that's good, that's good. Then we need boards, which I think we make plenty of those up here. Yeah, so we can split them off and bring them down here. So, what we need is more land. Right. Feel good about that so far. Then we need a lot of these. Yeah, we kind of need a few of them. Okay, so we'll make a couple of lines of them. I don't know if that's quite the number we need, but it'll do for now. Basic module boards. Look like that. Because they need the ferric chloride, we can bring that in. I know we've got ferric chloride for the red circuits, which I believe is that there. We've got plenty of ferric chloride able to be made, so I'm pretty happy to ship that in without having to make more. And we can possibly even... Actually, hang on a second. Can this be made in... It can be made in electronic assemblers. Maybe that's a better idea. Make them there. Okay. It's a smaller space too. It's better in every way. It's like faster, it's smaller, it eats something. I mean, this is literally what these things are designed for, to make these sort of chips. And you've got to have some good chips, you know? How else could you live the Kiwi way of life without your good chips at a barbecue? Couldn't. I was about to say not saying anything that nobody already knows, but people may not know how important chips are. They're super important. Like, you will get into a fight if you don't have the chips. And you don't want that. Okay, then we need the boards, which is actually really easy to get. Hang on a moment, just gonna turn on my fan because it's getting warm in this room. Fan is on. Hey Hugabooga, how you doing? Sorry, I'm streaming at a weird time, but I don't think it bothered you too much. And you found it after all? Okay, so that's gonna push out a few of my industries. But I mean, that's probably for the best. Some of my industries have gotten lazy of late. And we all know how I feel about lazy industry. I hate it. We've actually run out of... we've run out of a lot of my basic stuff that I need to build the factory, so maybe we should go grab those. Okay. Where is the stuff that I usually build the factory from? Over there. Okay, it was further up than I remembered. I always know it's around there somewhere. Now we're going to definitely need another 100 of those. Splitters, 60 is probably fine for now. Always need a lot of those. How are we doing for power, actually? Power's going well. How's my fuel oil going? Because I did recently change things around. It is maxed out. We've got a lot of power happening. I am happy. Which is good. One should always want try to achieve happiness to some degree. Pipes running a little low, but not too fast. Alright, let's get back to it then, shall we? Let's just go over to here. Okay, my trees are now working at full tilt. Good. I don't want lazy trees in my factory. Hate lazy trees. Okay, let's just power everything up. Okay, and that should... That's in the wrong place. Okay, so we've got... Let's actually put those offset by 1, so that way... Okay. Basic module board's done. Then we need basic electric components, transistors, and solder. Now that's going to be a bit more of a pain. Okay, we're going to need advanced electrical circuits, but good news is we've got thousands of those. Solder is doing its best. Green chips not coming in quite as fast as I need them to. We're running out of iron now. Interesting. Why are my green chips not coming in fast? Is it solder still? It's probably solder. Usually solder. Yeah, it's solder. Wonderful. Which means my tin is still at a shortage. Interesting. Maybe I should put like a little tin mine down here. I think that would do well. Alternatively, I could just continue to build this up. Or I could maybe start building to the left of it. Maybe put a circle here so it can escape the side. And then just put tin out the side. I kind of like that idea. I do need more tin. That is what really is coming down to it. And tin is actually like tier 1 of resources, so it's pretty easy. For now, though, and basic electric components are easy, so maybe I'll just plop down one of them, because I had a nice little plan for those, which is just this sort of thing. And we don't need anything that's involving anything external. Okay, so this will make my basic electric components. In fact, it will probably make more than just that. Do it so it comes down like that. That actually works pretty nicely. Do that. We're going to need strain casting, of course. Which isn't too big a deal, and it's also going to need carbon, which I know I can steal from here. Yeah, I can steal carbon from here. I'm not ashamed to steal things from myself. I'm a little ashamed to steal things for myself, actually, now that I think about it a little bit closer. Okay, so we need strain casting. That's two of them. We've built this really close to that cliff. That's a little bit concerning, I'll be honest. And we don't have any of these smaller things because we need iron. Surely we've got something that just makes iron in a casting facility. We do. Great. We can just steal iron from that. Again, I have no shame from stealing from myself. So tin come from here. Ooh, it's gonna be a little close, but I think we're just gonna squeeze in there. We're gonna need water as well, but that's actually pretty easy to get. And copper, which is right there. Ooh, it's close, but it works. Oh, it's so close. But as I said, it works, and therefore it's fine. Okay, so water. There's a pump. A specific type of pump. It's just one of these offshore pumps. That power is not happy. Fast stack inserters. Can we build any of those? We can build a couple of those. Great. Probably need to power this whole jank up. Might as well put the power line on the cliff. Nah. Cowards. Not sure why it's for cowards, but am I a coward? Yeah, kinda. Judging me? That's cool. Whatever. I understand. Okay. So that should almost be making more chips. 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 Ice cream. Okay. I hate that episode of Adventure Time and I always reference it anyway. Okay. Gonna leave plenty of room for more things in the future. I love I got these module contacts here and they're actually not needed to be there. Now the problem we're running into here is space constraints. Now trees are probably fine. We are going to build another solder facility here. If we need more trees, we can always build down. Synthesis generation, yes please. We could build downwards and that probably won't affect anything else happening there, so that's okay. So because of that we need solder. Now solder is a problem. Solder is something I don't have a lot of tin, therefore I don't have a lot of solder. And I'm going to need more strand castings. Thankfully I can build 2 more. I like the things where it's just like not happy about not getting specific things. And it's like, yeah, it's because we don't use those resources anymore. Water, we have plenty of water. It's almost like we're playing SeaBlock because water is everywhere. If you're unsure, we are playing SeaBlock. That's what we're doing. Okay, so put that up there. There we go. Water achieved. Man, my wife has gone so much further in Pokemon Snap than me. How many zones have you gone through now? This is the 4th zone. Oh gosh, I was only on the 2nd. Look at that. Okay, so where does the solder come from? Lead, glass, iron. Solder is... It's not good the solder line appears to be empty. That's a bad sign. I might very well be working on solder in a moment. That's alright. There comes a time in every man's life where he's got to create more solder. Well, it's got 2.1 solder. I mean, woo, that's a lot of solder, I suppose. It's not much. Yeah, and transistors. Transistors are going to be a problem because I have no way to... Just same thing here. I think it's going to want more fast stack inserters though. No? Just regular fast inserters is happy with? Okay. I'm not complaining. Why are we splitting it then? Why did I do that? Pick up. No. Pick up. Drop. Yeah, that's good. Great. So we got the solder. We got almost everything. We're about to start research, and then we can actually start doing charcoal as well, sorry, plastic. Because the research is almost done. So that's great. Transistors. Now, we're just going to steal transistors for now. Stealing transistors is wrong, though. But remember what I always say, it's okay to steal from yourself. It's not a crime. My wife agrees. Also not a crime to steal from your wife. She doesn't have a response to that. I said she doesn't have a response to that, and she just goes, sorry, what? It's not a crime to steal from your wife, I said. Oh, sometimes it's not a crime to steal from your wife. Alright. I know what I'm doing later. Maybe not. That's not how it works. Okay. Stealing transistors. Okay, and then we should be at a new world where we can make module boards. So, what do we need? Gosh, everything, damn. Okay. Let's do it like this. Let's combine these two. That's one belt. Then we'll combine these and solder. Because everything needs those two. Okay. So everything needs these four things. Now the question is, what is the fourth thing they need? And that is polished crystals, which we have made. We made those earlier. We've got a lot of them. That science being done is very good, and I'm very happy about it, but I was actually in the middle of something. I wish the science would ask, hey, do you mind me if I bother you for a moment? I'd say, no, that's fine. Oops. Okay. I'm out of... Oh no, I'm out of belts. Okay, looks like I gotta get more belts. We're almost finished though. That's the most annoying part of this. Can we also build more of these? Because we're gonna need more of these. They need more steel bearings, which means more steel. Okay, well, that's got plenty of steel. Okay, let's just stand near the tracks. Call a train to me, which is gonna be the blue science train, which appears to be very much out of blue science at the moment. Why? Oh, probably because we're cutting down the amount of solder we're stealing. Because now that we're stealing solder for this new project. Okay. Yeah, okay, so solder really needs to be improved. Like, as much as we kind of knew that, I don't think we quite anticipated how much solder we were going to be taking. It did not speed things up much. Can we just speed those up a little bit? Because we do need a lot more than what just happened there. We burned through 500 pretty quick. And I anticipate that. Okay, actually, one thing we do need to worry about is modules labs. So we're gonna need to build a few things for that. Okay, we'll worry about that in a moment. Okay, back to it. No, not back to it, because we were actually wanting to build more of these, which need more steel. Oh look, steel. How handy. And basic circuit boards, which is actually what we needed. Now we need steel. I knew we'd get there eventually. Okay. While those are made up, we can drive back to where we were working. Now, historically, when I've been working on a big project like this, I would expect in the next half hour to realize everything has gone wrong. Typically, the sulfur has run out. Sulfur has 6.2k. We are okay this time. I don't care where that train's going after that. Something's probably crapped out somewhere. I'd be surprised if it hadn't. Okay, that's fine. So now, what we want to do, we probably want to, how we want to do this? Go to like that. And then a third one, which is going to be green, because let's be honest, we just don't care about green. Actually, no, that'd be halving it. Okay, we'll do green at the end. Okay. So we'll put blue, or whatever color's first, which is green. Nice try, green. Don't care about you. Okay. So that can be for blue. Because blue, as we all know, it is going to be green. It's just easier to do it that way. You know what? It's fine. I know I don't care about green, but it's still real. We'll give green some respect, I suppose. Because, I mean, the idea is if it's made, then it's not going to make more of it, right? Well, actually, then what? No, hang on. Here's the plan then. Blue is the last one. Blue is the one we're going to need the most of. Because let's be honest, everything loves having blue. In fact, let's double blue. Ooh. Ooh. I'll put it around that side. Yeah. No, focus. Why do I not have any focus? What is wrong with me? Okay. See, now that I've done that, now nothing works. Let's get red and green working, and then we'll figure out what the hell to do with blue. Because we do need a lot of blue. Because anything that runs slow in the factory from now on is getting a blue module. I mean, once the research is done, obviously. And I mean literally anything that runs slow. I'm actually a little bit concerned that we don't have more things in the wings. What the heck happened? Oh, that's actually kind of funny. A red backed up. Can we also pull from here? Because I think green getting a large part of it probably screwed things up there. What we'll do is this kind of be a weird one. Drop pickup. Because red was having to share with blue and that sort of broke everything. So that means these should be being made again? No, because the crystal grinders is completely full. Oh shit. I didn't learn my lesson. Don't need any more of those right now. Crystal grinders, they go that way, and okay. Yeah, I see the mistake I've made here. Not a big mistake. I've certainly made bigger in this factory alone. What we're going to do is we're going to then make a box. Doesn't need to be a steel chest, but it is. And then we are still going to try and grab from here, but only if, and here's where we bring the circuit out. Okay. Crystal grinders. 0. Okay. That's probably gonna stop it from crapping out everything a second time. Actually, 0 is probably a little bit not enough. Is less than 30. How about that? So just confirm that's working. Does appear to be. Fantastic. You done for now? Enjoy it? Pokemon Snap? Thumbs up approval. I didn't actually get a thumbs up, but I'm pretty sure I... Yep, there it is. Double thumbs up. Holy shit. Play Pokemon Snap. Wife approved. I don't know if this is a new review system I'm having, but it does seem to be working. Okay, it's a very similar system on... Oh. These need to be going grab and grab from a further distance. And it's going to be the same on this side. And then, you know what, actually I know what I'm going to do with these. I will put the blue at the end, but I'll put double blues. So that way reds still get made when they need to get made. Yeah, I'm liking this a bit more. Okay, so that should, and we haven't made a colossal mistake, be enough to get the first modules created. That's looking happy, and that didn't get anything selected. Okay, good. Now we're going to get blues. Now, blues is actually going to be a lot easier. We're going to put a little bit of space down here. We're going to put a lot of space down, actually. And we're going to split them probably... I'll be honest, I'm a little worried about how much belts I've got left. But all we need to do right now is just get these modules being built, and then we're probably okay for a while. I'm going to split and yonk. Yonk is, of course, the technical term. Because I'm going to need a lot of blues here. And just even blue module zeros is pretty good. Now nothing's happening yet because of course it's not. Because it's still trying to make reds. It's stupid. It's not stupid, I'm stupid. Okay. So now it should be making its blue modules. Yes! There's good progress. Okay, so it's not actually making the modules yet, it's just making the circuits. So we need 5 of each. Wow, I can take them by hand, huh? 5 of each, we'll just grab a lot. Why are you not making anything? Oh, because you're in slightly the wrong place. Neat. Let's just move everything 1 over, thank you. So we don't have greens, or kind of this weird shade of yellow, like a gross yellow. Okay. Point, no, it's still not happening because I didn't actually fix it. I just picked up everything and put it back in the same place. That's progress. Now it's making them. Great. So, now what I need to do is make these sciencey bits, which require, we'll make 2 of these, I guess. Steel, okay. Time to bring the steel train down. A steel train doesn't actually go very far these days, so it's probably fine. What else do we need after that? Then I think we're actually good. I'll start making those. Here comes the steel train. Choo choo. Here it is. And I cannot build those because I need the splitters. Okay, well, train, take me to where I need to be. You'll figure it out. Apparently I'm just holding charcoal filters for some reason. I don't quite know why that is. Got me on that one. Okay. Oh. Enough to build 1 apparently. I need splitters, which are down. They're down. Yeah, I went the wrong direction. Very hard to go the right direction, honestly, these days. Yeah, so much going on. You don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. No one knows what's happening. You know, that could probably be turned into a casting 2. Pretty sure I got casting 2s. I do. There they are. Just, let's make that a little bit faster. Okay, so, because that's probably slowing this down as well, which, while I'm here, might as well pick up some things. I've got a lot of crap on me as well. Need to deal with that. I know, my inventory is full of crap. Kind of what I was just saying. Okay. Okay. And I think that's just iron and copper. No? Really? Oh, it's basic circuit boards. Okay, well that's pretty easy to do as well. Okay, great. So that'll give me everything I need to do my module research. And then we can get started on plastic again. Except for this time. Wait, what was that train carrying? It was carrying 28 plastic. That's miserable. That's a miserable small amount of plastic. Okay. Such a miserable small amount of plastic. I can't even believe how miserable and small that amount of plastic is. Am I plastic shaming my trains? really wish I knew what was up with this. It's just not connected or something? It looks like it should be fine. Why is anything different here? Sorry, I'm getting distracted for a moment. If this is new to you, welcome to the channel. Should be running fine. Wait, why is that one blinking? What are you not happy about? Oh, probably be good if I did that. You know, it'd probably be good if I put a couple of lines here. This line is not particularly great. Anyway, one thing at a time, because I have the focus of a squirrel. I don't know what the attention span of a squirrel is. I mean, I've only seen a few of them, but I don't think it's long. Okay, so. Oh, you don't have enough blue crystals, huh? How would you like all the blue crystals? What's happening with my crystals? Are they coming? Should have enough to... Why are we not making as many of these as I'd like? What's going wrong with my fish, guys? What did you do to my fish water? We might need more fish water. Okay, that's easy enough to make more fish water. I mean, it's really easy to make more fish water. We just make more fish. Just pet more fish. That's actually what it is, more fish petting. Sounds weird and stupid, but that's actually the truth. It appears that we're making gardens. Not quite what I thought we were going to be making, but alright. Okay, so we might need to go pet more fish. And now, because we have the attention span of a fish, we need to build some of these and get some caramel dancing going. I watched Mandalore's review for the game the other day, and it just, the idea of turning into like a little disco with caramel dancing playing just made me smile. If you don't know Caramel Dancing, it is a Swedish song, I guess. It was a meme a while ago, as all Swedish songs typically are. And people just like made like anime memes with like characters dancing. And I liked it because it was cute. It made me sad for Persona 3. Okay. So that should be science. And we're just going to get all those modules done, and then we'll work on the next part. So while that's happening, because speed module zeros, once they're made, then we can try and do the rest, which is still a lot more work than I quite counted for. Modules are a lot of work. But you got to do it, that's the thing. Like, you can't just not ever have modules, and I've been going without modules for far, far too long, honestly. I mean, what, we're at 60-something hours now? The stream title has a better number on that than what I just recall. But, yeah, we geez. LG Farm 2s, what do they need? Iron, steel, stone, a lot of stone, okay. Just a lot of stuff, okay. Because what we're going to do is this charcoal that we've produced, going to produce a lot more. So let's go get as much stone as we can carry, which honestly is not as much as it should be because we're carrying a lot of crap. Okay, so we're going to make a crap chest. gonna put everything in this chest that I own right now. Boop, there it goes. Wow, that was not everything. Let's try that again, except this time let's put everything in the chest that I own. Right. Then let's take all that out, put all that in, make a bigger chest again. Actually, can we just make a warehouse? No, we don't have iron plates for that. Funny. Cut some raw iron there, though. Let's just make a crap warehouse. A crap house, if you will. Okay. So this is the crap warehouse. From now on, all our crap will go in the crap warehouse. So if we're ever looking for something, we look in the crap warehouse and see if it's there. So, what do we need in the crap warehouse? Well, we don't need those. We don't need those. We don't need that. No. Kind of. Probably not. Don't. No. Definitely not. No. No. Don't need those anymore. Probably not. Actually, yeah, it'll be upgraded. No. One wire, pretty useless on its own. But here's just have ones. You know what? They'll be upgraded, but no. Not carrying them. 15 concrete bricks not enough. Okay, crap warehouse complete. We did it. We will add more to the crap warehouse later, if we ever find it again. Okay, so stone. That's concrete. I've forgotten where stone is again. I'm guaranteeing it's on my screen somewhere too. That's the most annoying part of this. Gosh, how do I always lose it? It is right there. It is so close to where I was standing. Okay, algae. We need a lot of algae plants. We need a lot of basic circuit boards. Can we start making more algae now? No, we're still short. What are we short of? Iron. Okay, well... Honestly, okay, at this point, I'm getting sick of this iron situation. So we are going to do something quite innovative. We're going to make a thing, and all it's going to make is a ton of iron pipes. Quite frankly, I'm sick of doing this. Got a box. Just make iron pipes, please. I'm sick of this. Great. Now we're also going to power that. Now it's going to make iron pipes for us. Great. So now we don't need to worry about that. What else do we need for this? Assemblers probably. They all look like level 2s. And we do the same thing with iron gear wheels. In fact, I think we did at some point, but didn't quite make as many as I needed. Yeah, this is helping a lot. Maybe I shouldn't complain. That was actually pretty decent. Iron plates, sure. Okay, that was fast. I still don't know if we got enough of them. Brass pipes, we've got enough of them. That's round the wrong way. That's okay. Take more of these. You know what? I don't think we could go too wrong by doing that. And you know what we're also going to do? We're going to change it so if there is a white belt, turn it to a red belt. If that is white, turn it to red. If that is yellow, turn it to red. No, that's wrong. Right. Let's just fix that. If there's a white splitter, turn it to red. Oh. Right, that should make some things a bit more interesting. I love construction bots, they're so good. Okay, so. Okay. Pretty happy with that. Just gonna throw some things around just to try and conserve some resources. Not that it's needed, of course, but I like to think about it. And, yep, gonna need a lot of those. That's honestly gonna go to the crap box if it's not careful. Iron pipes. Hasn't made as many as I wanted, but it's trying, and I appreciate the attempt. Steel plates. I mean, it'll make a lot if I leave it alone for a while. How much more work would... Oh, okay, they need to be blues. I mean, it's not that much extra work, to be honest. You're trying? Good job. You're trying to hold a box and you're succeeding. A box of sugar? You can try that. Alright, so... getting stuff done. How are we doing with our iron pipes? I don't imagine we've gone far with them. In fact, we need to speed that up. There we go. Look at that. That is some iron pipage right there. Pleased about that. Okay, and algae farms. That is still taking more than I need to because I don't want to build iron pipes. I got better things to do with my life. Not really, but I'm going to say it and feel it. And that's what matters. It's about lying to yourself. That's important. I will be back in just a moment. Just a second. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. So, we're getting these algae plants done. Should get some good bot work here. I've only got 19 bots. That bothers me. It means I've lost one somewhere. That's scary. How do you just lose a robot? I guess people do lose drones in real life all the time. Okay, but everything should start being set up. Do need to get these facing the right direction. And we do need to kickstart a little bit. Here we go. So, wow, we really didn't have enough assemblers, did we? That's alright. And we're going to turn a lot of this into methane. What do we need for that? Let's just look that up now. Synthesis gas. We need carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas. How do you get hydrogen gas? I know it's a really stupid question. Oh, you make it with synthesis gas. That is not a good turnaround. Okay, so you actually get less. So hydrogen gas, just saline water, yeah, sure. We probably actually burn off a lot of hydrogen gas now that I think about it. Hydrogen gas comes in a lot of ways. Carbon monoxide, well, no wait, carbon monoxide, don't we need carbon monoxide to make the synthesis gas in the first place? Isn't that how it works? Yes, okay. Again, doesn't work that way. Okay, so a lot of things make hydrogen gas. I might actually want more electrolyzers, which would be a bit weird. But that should be all of this mostly done. We just need, what, 4 more algaes? Well, I can build one. That's not enough. So let's go and get as many iron pipes as we've made, which will probably be enough. And we're going to need these, let's be honest, because whenever you're doing something with liquids, you always need a lot of pipes. Okay, and then we should have a lot of plastic. And then we need to get tin made up. And that's good. We actually now have the technology to build cool stuff. Can't remember exactly what it's called. That's right, the productivity modules, which we will be doing shortly. Maybe that's what we do after plastics. Maybe that's what we do right now, actually. Let's get the algae done at least, and then we'll figure that out. I don't want those bots getting lost. I feel bad for them when they get lost. It's like I've been a bad parent. Where did my robots go? I don't know. I lost them again. We are running a little bit low on inserters because there was a lot of inserter work done there. But look, that's a lot of charcoal that we're going to be making. A lot of wood blocks. A lot of charcoal. Okay. So what do we actually next need for everything? We've made module main boards, haven't we? Pretty sure we made module main boards. Or we just think about making module main boards. No, we didn't make them. Okay. Well, we can make them over there, actually. It does seem like we've got a lot of space there. Do we need them for a lot? No, you know what? We don't need a lot of them. So, like module cases, again, we don't need a lot of module cases either. Insulated wire, I mean, you need that for a lot of things, so... Well, actually, not that much. So really, what do we need first? We need the module harnesses. And that's easy. In fact, they all require the exact same thing. Electric circuits, module contacts, solder, and insulated wire. So we'll go sort that out now. Okay, and all these should be running. Mineralized water is looking okay, which is a strange sentence, admittedly. And that's not going because there's no ingredients. Wow, right, has that never been going? Has it all been dealt with by one of these machines? The answer to that is yes. Yes, it has. That's scary. That was very inefficient what I built. Okay. It's fine though. It's fine now anyway. Okay, so we've got module contacts. That's great. We've got solder, which is insulated wire. Let's get that sorted out now. So we need rubber. Now that's easy enough. It's just resin. I mean, we do want to later have liquid rubber, but we don't have that now. So we're just going to turn resin into rubber. And we can do that by probably just going straight down here. Because quite frankly, this doesn't need to be expanded right now. And if it ever does, we can think about it when we get there. We didn't grab more fast inserters. That's going to be a problem very soon. Not right now. Where am I putting this? How much insulated wire do I need for these? Not much. Okay, so if I put them over here, that's probably a fine place for them for now. Let's just pick up this resin. Make a lot of resin in my inventory that'll probably be thrown in a bin somewhere and never used again. Hopefully not. Okay. So we want tinned copper wire and rubber. Okay, we won't put that there. Now we need tinned copper wire, which is this really neat thing that I've made that does actually a really good job. Get rid of the things that aren't about the wires. And we're just going to pop that right here. And the good thing is it's already got the water. Nice. We're going to need more strand. Wow, and thankfully enough, we've got exactly what we needed again. That's the second time that's happened. Boy, that's exciting every time that works. Fast stack inserters. Yeah, well, we don't have those. Can we build those? We can. Neat. And then that can be built in one of these things. What we might do... How fast will I build them? Reasonably fast. Rubber... Oh, wait. We're not actually building rubber yet, are we? Rubber is an important fact of this. And rubber also needs a fuel source. So let's move the resin back again. Where do we have a fuel source near this? I mean, we've got this carbon, I suppose. Not in a great place, but we do have it. I think that's what we're stuck with. Sorry, I just laughed at that, like, really meaningless moment there. Okay. So what we're going to do is a couple of steel furnaces. Shiny. Okay. Again, this is not quite how you want to make rubber ideally, but that's how we're making it. That's going the wrong way. Okay, and then we're going to do the old grab from 2 belts. Close enough. And we're going to just chuck the rubber that we've got into here because I don't want this rubber. Or this resin. Okay, now it makes rubber. I'll set it that way. Right. Wait, what? What? How long has the game done that for? Does it work for everything? It does! What? Since when did it do its own underground belts? When did it start that? That's amazing! What? Mind officially blown. What? Did they start that? What? Sorry, my mind is... I was not ready for this in my head today. Everyone's like, well, Seif's lost it today. But they didn't used to do that. It's entirely new. What? I can't deal with this today. This is just too much for my mind to take. We're not making enough resin. We know that. Wow, that is so cool. Anyway, I've got to focus on playing this game. I can't just keep being amazed at probably something everyone knew for ages. It was probably in some of the, like, one of the dev notes that I just never read. Okay. I bet it does the same thing with pipes too. Oh, do I dare to find out? Would this break my mind for all eternity? No, no, we're good. We're good on that one. Oh gosh, if that had happened with pipes, I would have lost my absolute shit. Okay. I mean, one could argue I'd already kind of lost my shit, but, and you know, there's always more opportunities to lose one's shit. Yikeroonies. Okay, that's... I'm not sure about the placement of that anymore. That's fine. That should be making my copper... my wires? Yep. Great. Now we're making my insulated wires. Mostly. Aside from the fact that we ran out of stuff. Maybe we should go get some stuff. Oh, hey. Hey, robots. Sorry I lost you. Hey, and that was the 20th robot. Found him. You know I would eventually. Told you I'd find him eventually. They always show up. They're very loyal. I don't deserve that loyalty. I just don't. Okay. Oh, it's continuing to upgrade stuff. That's cool. Carry on. That's how I lose a robot. Probably didn't need more of those. Probably fine. I'll take 150 of them, I suppose. What else do we need? Turns out we were already making iron pipes. We could have just... whatever. Could have just done more of it. I don't even know what I'm making. I think that's the problem in this factory. I don't even know what I'm making anymore. And I'm not even at mid-game. Okay, so we've got my insulated wires, solder, we can steal that, module contacts, yes, green electric circuits. If only I knew where to find electric circuits. No, I have no idea where I could find electric circuits. That's really difficult to figure out. Wait, I'm in a train full of them. Anyway, it'd be really difficult to actually get them here. So I could... Why is that still slow? Is it solder? It's solder. Always solder. Okay, so what do we need? Electric circuits, because everything else... Oh, and solder. But solder we can steal from there. So, what do we need? Module contacts, easy. Insulated wire, that's up there. So let's connect those two together. That's probably the easiest ones to connect. Oh, and you can offset, please. So good. I don't care what anyone says, that's the best feature of the game. Okay, so we've got module contacts and insulated wire. Fantastic. Next we need solder and electric circuits. Okay, solder, easy. Electric circuits we can steal from... I feel like we're making electric circuits, they're quite a while away actually. I will be back in just a moment. Sorry, I just need to check something. My wife is just showing my mum how to use Netflix. It's very exciting. Alright, so we need green circuits. Honestly, at this point, what we might actually do, it might actually be easier to just grab the green circuits from a train. Because we've got a train for it and everything, so why don't we do that? Okay, So let's just use a lot of landfill. Okay, one thing I do want to check, how's everything going here? Everything seems to be pretty full up. Acid still being produced, sulfur still high. I just want to make sure that things are actually happening, because if you focus on one thing for too long, you actually end up having nothing happening. And it's a mistake that I've made too many times. I do not wish to repeat those mistakes again. And fuel is going, everything is... Yep, okay, look. While I've been messing around, it does seem like things are still going. We have 2 gardens sitting there waiting to be eaten alive. Wonderful. Okay, and we're just going to put there. We need a train stop. Just called train stop. There it is. We should have enough. I'm really a little bit concerned about the way I've built that, but that's probably going to be fine. Probably not problems. There's probably problems. We don't need to worry about it like that. Yeah, so I mean, an X is always an interesting pattern to put onto a train track. But that's sometimes how I do it, because I am a rebel that cannot be stopped. Ever. So green circuit drop, done, and we're going to put some things here just to unload the train, and we are now going to need something that I threw away a lot of before, which is red wires. Because we need to make it so the train does actually only drop off a certain amount. So how many do we need? 5,000 is probably too many, so 5,000. 5,000 is too many. Why would I say that? 2,500 is still too many. So if it's less than 2,500, it should be active. It is active. Wonderful. We're going to need to disable the other one as well, but we'll do that later. Okay, and that'll give me my... that'll give me my green circuits. Great. So module contacts, green circuits, solder. Don't know if I'm going to need many more of the words. Don't know if I'm going to need any more of the green circuits, but I mean, having a train stop nearby, there'll be a situation somewhere, and I'm going to like praise myself when this happens. We're going to be like, oh, this train just goes directly to... Okay, it's not the smartest thing, apparently. There'll be a train thing at some point where I'm going to need green circuits, and I'm like, where am I going to get green circuits from? And it's like, oh, the train drops them off right there. And I'll be like, I am a genius. How do I know that's what's going to happen? Because I've done this like 3 times. 3. Like, that is the dumbest boast ever. Like, as if it's only happened 3 times. We all, if you've watched any amount of this, you will see, no. Oh God, no. Okay. It's happened more than 3 times. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Now that's going to make whatever I damn well please. What that's going to actually make is it's going to make the efficiency module cable harnesses. And that puts me so close to what I need. So let's go up to where that green circuit drop is. Yeah, that's not enough crystals coming through. That's like 1 crystal every like few seconds. Oh, I want like multiple crystals per second, not 1 crystal every when it feels like it. That's the blue science pick. Yeah, that's taking its time. Blue science is happening though, so that's nice. Now you need to get the circuitry done. It's you, buddy. So full of circuit that you don't need. You do need it actually, and this is going to be an important train for my later production. So what I might actually do is 7,500, which I mean these are well over that. So what I'm going to do is take the green circuit pickup, drop, and then it's going to go to the right place. I'm going to do a cool loop because my train network is screwed up somehow, and Nerf fuel block. I've got them, you can have them. It's going to be the fastest train I've got because it's the only one using enriched fuel blocks. Sometimes you need green circuits and you need them in a hurry. In those cases, get this train. Okay, and it's kind of doing them wrong. That's alright. Cool. So, can these be built? No, these have to be built in proper assemblers. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 blues, 2 reds, 1 green. I think that's probably right. Okay, so. But in the same way, we'll put the other ones first. Because that way things don't get too weird and wild. Okay, that's going to put the blues out. That's going to put the greens out. And put them out 1. Blues can be a similar idea. But one of them can be offset. Okay, great. Okay, and I was about to be like, I leaned back in my chair as if I was done. Like that is optimistic. And we're going to split this like that. Okay. So, we've got our cable harnesses. Great. Next we need the efficiency boards. Done. Module main boards. Don't think I've made those. And advanced circuits. Now that's actually going to be a bit more of a problem. We haven't got a place for them yet. And that, you know, that thing's not happy. I should have turned off this train network. It hasn't. Oh, because it's only at about 2,000. The important thing is the cable harnesses are being made. So now we've got to make the module main boards, which can probably be made over here, using copper, tin, and ferric chloride. Yeah, well, the good news is copper, super easy. It's right there. Let's just shut this entire operation down while I'm doing that. Great. Tin, that's usually a problem, but not because tin's a problem, but because we're not making enough tin, because it's one of the things that never actually got upgraded when we did everything else. It's the next thing on the project after plastic, though. Should be before plastic. I don't know. I will assess that later. I don't know if I'll have time to do both today. Well, shit. I have time to do 1 today, I think, because it's going to be the 3-hour stream. Okay, so copper. You want copper coming from the right direction, do you? Aluminium and plastic. Shit. Okay. And the phenolic boards, which are there. Bit of a pain to get them over there, but that's alright. Also, we'll tidy it up a little bit. Right, and we've accidentally picked up a bunch of electric circuits, which honestly, not going to complain about. Always good to have them. Cool. So, back to module main boards. So we've got the tin, we've got the copper. Ferric chloride is over here. That's easy enough to bring over. And then we need the phenolic boards. So, and can this be made anything special? It's the wrong thing again. It can be made in the red ones. Okay, well let's start assembling it, shall we? Phenolic boards don't need to be coming in this way. Okay. And we can pipe that in. Cool, and we'll pipe it in the same way. Do that, great. So that's now got the ferric chloride. And we need the phenolic boards. How many times do I have to say that before I actually remember? Probably no more times, I probably got it now. Good question though, do I have it? No one knows. I'm gonna do it this way though. I'm gonna do the old whoops-a-daisy. So we can actually bring it under. Can we just shuffle those down by 1 notch? I'd feel ever so happy about that. Yeah. Much better. Maybe we should also do it so they can actually go somewhere. I know, innovative idea, right? And doot. Power it up. Don't power it up from there though. Power it up from here, please. Because then they need to go. Not there, you know that. Great. One more thing built. The case, that's going to be a bit more of a problem because, well, aluminium plating is not the problem. Plastic, still a shortage. We could bring in another train, though. Bringing another train might be the best idea, honestly. How much will you need for, like, the next... It's actually not difficult to build these. I mean, the tech that is required, you know, CPUs, processing, advanced processing, that's a pain. So we're not going to worry about that just yet. But aside from that level of tech, it's not too difficult. At some point, we would like to worry about beacons as well. Maybe that's a thing for another day as well. So, what is next? Module case. Let's get a thing for plastic, which confirms that plastic is the next thing we must have. The train stop. Welcome to train stop. We have no trains. We have no trains. We have no stop. Welcome to train stop. We can buy and sell trains. You can't buy and sell trains. No trains. No trains for anyone. You know the mistake you made. You have to live with it now. And if that was GameStop's motto, that would be great. Well, GameStop, you've made your decisions now. You have to live with them. Just speaking to Gary. Gary, why are you like this? It's not what management told you to say. I don't give a shit what management told you to say. Okay, Gary, okay. Calm down, Gary. We all love you. No one loves Gary. All right. I'm sorry, Gary. I had to find out that way. All right. So, we need steel. We also need a lot more solder. Plastic or solder? What do you guys reckon? What is more important to make? You've got a little bit of time in chat to give your opinions, and I will make whatever you guys tell me to make. Plastic or solder? don't even have to do the points thing to figure that one out. So train stop, that's right. Train stop, good. It's a good train. Gonna need things to put plastic in. Oh, we have 2 blue science today. Blue science is not going great. So now that's a train stop, that'll get the plastic in. And aluminium, that's just gonna be casting, and we've got plenty of casting. Okay. So what I might actually do, because I don't think the module case is really required for anything else. No, and is this thing required for anything else? No, okay. Can I build these in here? No. A lot of no's, apparently. Would be good if I had taken more cogs, but I didn't. It's alright. So aluminium. So if we go casting facility and just put one maybe right here, maybe here, maybe not here, maybe. I don't know where we're putting casting. Maybe here, because we don't really need any more of these either. No, why I'm typing casting. I already know that I've got the facility for it. These might need to be expanded one day, but that doesn't need to be expanded this way. I can expand downwards. So what am I doing? I'm casting aluminium. And aluminium is probably not coming this way, honestly. I have to grab it from here, which is fine. We have a lot of aluminium being made anyway, so that's okay. Like, this pipe should be full. Yeah, it's 100% full. And it appears we've even got a space in the pipe line. Got what that was called for a moment there. Got there though. Got this cool pipeline over here. Very proud of it. To go to one more over. Up here. That. Oh, should be making aluminium. Then we just put it out. Cool. So plastic is the well, that's taking it. That's good. Plastic is the next thing we need, and we're going to do something a little bit nifty. What I think is nifty. Did we run out of train line? No, we didn't. It just didn't feel like it, huh? Fine. The plastic drop. We're going to have another plastic drop. That's 3 things now. You detect a New Zealand accent? You absolutely do. Good pick. That or you read the About Me page. Either way, you know what? I ain't judging. Whatever works for you. Okay, that is an absolute warren of train. Warren of train. He fears no man, just trains. Okay, we're going to do one more chest. Ah, fantastic. Hopefully they were good people. Otherwise, I claim no responsibility for my kin. How quick I abandoned my own people. Were they good? If not, I don't know them. I just throw them under a train, I guess. Usually people mistake the accent for Australian, which is all good fun because, you know, Australians and New Zealanders have a friendly rivalry mostly. Doesn't upset me. I like to pretend it upsets me. Oh yeah, cool. I've only been to Christchurch a long time ago, and it was before the earthquake hit it. I don't. You've always got to mention the earthquake when you talk about Christchurch. I don't know why. Just have to. I mean, that was years ago, like 10 years ago, but you got to mention it. Like a rule. Not a rule, but it's what I do. It's just me that does it. Yeah, that's true. Dance instead of dance. That's the Australian way of saying it. They don't even say it quite as pronounced. You know, in the same way that we say fish and chops. We don't. We say fish and chips. And then you're like, I didn't hear any difference. Like, well, screw you. Oops. Plastic. That's not how you spell plastic. But plastic's a hard word to spell, apparently. We probably don't need too many. 3,000 should be enough. But we don't have near enough plastic anyway, so it doesn't matter. We have whatever the hell number we wanted, and it's still not going to be enough. So how is this plastic train going anyway? It should have next to nothing in it. 24. Nice, nice. Are things actually running here? They are. It's just slow going. Yikes. Plastic or solder? Still don't know. Yeah, I guess. I mean, the only accent I can really tell American-wise is like the really southern twang. If is that offensive to say? Probably not. But you know, just y'alls and all that sort of thing. Y'alls and that sort of thing. Yeah, see that's my knowledge of America really. Just y'alls. It's a fun accent to go with though. Okay, so we have plastic, we have module cases, technically. We have that, we have that, we have that. Okay, so all we need now is advanced circuits, and we have modules. Now, advanced circuits, I almost wonder if we need another train for that. We have a space for it. Good. Do a train line out that way. Hit it down there. Because we've also been building up a lot of red modules. They haven't been going particularly well. I mean, that one's going particularly worse because it's not even the right thing. I mean, that one's just lying to the people about what it wants. Okay, so what we'll do now is we will... I don't know why I feel the need to correct that one. It doesn't even matter now, but I'm just like, no, it's wrong. We've got 320 lines. You know what? Surfer Dude accent, Valley Girl accent. Yes, I know those ones. Southern accent, which typically is called Texan because no one can tell the difference. And Boston. You know what? Boston. I mean, yeah, you've also got like the Brooklyn one, but I wouldn't know which is which, you know. Accents are weird. The only important thing about accents is that if you say the wrong one to someone who is very like protective of their home that they're from, they really hate it. Which is also fun when you do it intentionally, but you only do that if you're a jerk, which sometimes I am. Okay, so what do we need? We need train line, more landfill actually is probably not a bad idea. I could probably find a lot of landfill around if I tried. We need to do more fish petting as well. So landfill should... I love that line out of nowhere. Just, we need more fish petting. Why are we not petting enough fish? Because we're definitely breeding enough fish. We're just not petting enough of them. Yeah, well that's 2,000 sand. That's probably enough. Let's just do a quick throwaway of junk. Alien artifacts look... I've got a problem. I don't know where my puffers are anymore. That's actually a pretty big problem. I don't know where I put my puffers. Oh dear, I hope I don't lose my puffers. I've got 2 gardens in there. Can we just seed extract? No, we don't need to do that right now. I think I know where my puffers are. I think I know where they are. He says really apprehensively. Crystal slurry. We do have a bit of a shortage of that, but it does appear to be... This plan does appear to be working. If we had more... Gosh, I forget words so easily these days. If I had more fish petting and more fish water, it would probably be better. Okay, so we've got plastic, we've got the modules, we've got everything we need except for the advanced circuits, which is what I was working on, and I forgot immediately. What I might do is I might build them out this way. So this is probably a good place for my advanced circuits to go. Look, I fully respect that. Like, this mod is an absolute shit show. I love it so much. I'm not actually insulting the mod, but it's just like the amount of stuff that you've got to do. The only advantage I've got here is this is SeaBlock as opposed to regular Angel Bob, so don't crash out as much because the biters never appear. And when the biters never appear, you know you're for a better life. You know what, I might build them... Actually, I could just do it this thing, because this works. Okay, this time how about you don't try to save when I'm doing this? I'd appreciate that. Okay. Okay. Why aren't I using chains into junctions? Good question. Should be. It's a fantastic question. There is no reason why I'm not. Call it negligence, if you will. Negligence is that an acceptable answer? Because that's the one I got for you. If you don't like it, that's what I've got for you. I love how I got red circuit drop before I've even got red circuit pickup. Probably should have a train too. Typically known as a locomotive, and I don't have the engine units. Why did I think I would? Junction to the west as well. Yeah, look, I got a lot of them. Negligence is a far-reaching problem in this factory. In some cases, you'll never believe it, but negligence is actually built into the factory design so I can feel good about myself later. I'm mostly joking about that. It's mostly... I was going to say, like, getting distracted and working on something else, but that's actually negligence again. Yeah, negligence. That's my main problem. Thank you. I thought that was the one you meant. Hey, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. Okay, so... I always like that Minsk thing coming up, not only because someone follows me, but just because I love hearing the butt kicking for goodness. It always makes me laugh. I struggled too long to figure out, like, what do I have play? It's like, yeah, that should be the correct sound. Now, if we connect this properly, this will be problematic. Now, you think it shouldn't be. You think, oh, if you connect it properly, it'll be fine, right? No, because for some reason, this side is broken. And I don't know why. I could have just done that manually. Instead, I had to make the bots do some work for a change. Okay, let's just hook that into there. That one I actually don't want to do manually because I fucked it up immediately. I knew I was gonna. Why you don't do it manually? There we go. And we're gonna go do. Could do chain, but I don't think anything will ever get stuck in there. Famous last words. Yeah, I have like a bad feeling that friendly biters never works. I know it does, but I'm just always like, what if it doesn't though? You know, what if it doesn't? And so then I don't do it because I swear I've played a game with friendly biters and it just attacked me regardless. And I was like, I can't ever trust it again. It lied to me. I'm sure I probably started the fight and it just went like, nope, you started this time. But no, honestly, I probably did something wrong. It does make a lot more sense. I know who I am as a person, as an individual. Okay. So this is going to be way too long for what we need, but that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. I'll make the bots do some work because they're lazy, as we've discussed before. There shouldn't ever be a problem where the train needs the chain signals. I do see some spitters being rather aggressive over there, so we will deal with that. Okay, go away, friends. Sorry I called you friends. We all know you're not friends. And it doesn't need to go that way. It needs to, what we do need is some boxes. What's what building, sorry? The plasma turret. I assume you mean the plasma turret. Because it is my salvation. What is it from? It's from Bob's Warfare. So, look, honestly, I didn't remember it. I didn't know it. I did a full SeaBlock run, and then someone was like, "Why are you using plasma turrets?" And I'm like, "Plasma what?" Like plasma turrets, they're literally the best thing. They outrange the spitters, and I was like, "What? I did a full run of this, and I never knew those existed." So, it does have an AOE, and it does kill a puffer nest. So you do have to be a bit cautious with that. But I want to hold on some of these. Okay, you know what? I think the next thing I do is going to be getting my solder together because there's a lot more things that need solder. While I do want to get plastic, oh, no, I'm making solder though. Plastic is non-existent. So that's why I was a little bit worried about my puffers before going. I don't know where my two puffers are because I've got two puffers somewhere in the base. And so if they're somewhere, then I'll have to find them. Now what was I doing? I was getting engines. Yes. And engines are up here. Probably need to be standing in a place to actually be able to pick them up. There we go, engines. Got a cargo module, I believe, or cargo thing, we do. And if we've completely lost my puffers, then I'll have to go and find a new way to attack one of those things to get puffers. I mean, actually, there's probably something around which is like puffer nest without... There's probably a puffer nest somewhere which doesn't have an alien on it. Yellow. Okay, I don't have any right now. So that might be a problem. Solder? Yeah, I don't like solder. It's got an L in it. It'd be solder. Look, my teacher who accidentally made cyanide gas called it solder, and I'm going to stick to it. Now, it's got no fuel, which I could always think of a way to fuel it properly and do that all well, but how about instead I don't? So we're just going to, what time is it? It's 4:50. Okay, they're probably thinking about dinner. That's probably why they're coming to see what I'm doing. Okay, so full cargo, probably never going to happen anytime soon. Time passed, 3 minutes. We're going to go empty cargo, or I don't know. Empty cargo will do for now. I'm not using LTN, no. I can't understand LTN. I've watched like multiple YouTube videos on it, and I'm just like, you know what? I just won't use it. It broke my brain, and I was like, nah, not for me. I mean, I know it's meant to be simple and easy to use, but I was just like, I can't understand it. It just hurts. And I mean, I kind of like the way of, I mean, this is probably just like a revisionist thinking, like going, I can't figure this out, therefore I like what I'm doing. You know, it's a sour grapes idea. Well, I can't do this, so why bother trying? It's probably stupid anyway, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so that should be those advanced circuits. They can go... Advanced circuits kind of go on their own. And then these... We'll do red first, because it's right there. And we're going to split this. So one does that, the other one... Nope, nope, there we go. Okay, so... We have reds sorted out. Blues... We'll sort out in a similar manner. Can we just do that? Yeah, great, we can. Blues we'll do a similar thing with. Probably need to connect it properly. Yeah, you can do that. I know. I just got scared and ran away. I don't really have a proper excuse for it. It's just I didn't learn it, and I don't want to learn it now because I'm too cool for school, as they say. Okay, and how to do greens. Greens is going to be a very similar thing. Do it like that, like that, like that. Actually going to come in through this way. Look at that, that's perfect. That is so tidy. I think everyone's going to look at that and go, that is the tidiest module setup I've ever seen. I am posting this and claiming it as my own because I would be so proud of it. That's what everyone's thinking right now. I know. And I get it. I get it. You're jealous. I am, of course, joking. It's trash. What do I think of Tim Tams? They're great. What, what sort of question is that? Tim Tams are fantastic. How can you not love Tim Tams? I mean, it's chocolate with chocolate and biscuit. A chocolate biscuit. I mean, you'd be foolish to think otherwise. I'm a little worried that no circuits are, like, nothing's really coming down here, except apparently green. Okay, that's because we need more fish petting. We've had that discussion. Okay, so it is time to actually get this done. We need red circuits. Okay, well, they're there. They're over there. It's fine. They're close. Okay, we specifically need the big ones. I mean, did they send pineapple lumps? This is the real question I gotta ask you. If they didn't send you pineapple lumps, they are no longer New Zealanders. We are sending the Prime Minister around now to arrest them personally. And that's just life. So did they send pineapple lumps? This is actually an important question. Because they didn't, they've actually committed a New Zealand crime. Like, I wish I was joking, but I'm not. I am so anxious to hear if they sent pineapple lumps. Which were they're chocolate with like pineapple flavoring inside. It's very important to New Zealanders. That's the one. Yeah. Okay, they sent you pineapple lumps. That was close. They know it's actually a crime to send, like, if you send people candy from overseas and you didn't send them pineapple lumps, like, you are a traitor to the New Zealand if you did not send them pineapple lumps. Other way, like, and if you receive the pineapple lumps and you didn't go, huh, these are great, then also, you know, you get deported. Happened to a friend of mine once, actually. Gave him pineapple lumps, and he's like, I don't see the fuss of these. And I was like, oh shit. And immediately SAS officers just grabbed him and pulled him to the ground. It was kind of scary to watch. You know, the same way that when someone is found out to be gardening in their home, it's just SAS officers do not give a crap. They just tackle you to the ground. No home gardening. None of that. You can't do it. It is a crime. So, I'm glad. I didn't want to be a narc, so, but you got to do what you got to do for your country, you know? I don't know if it's the same in America, but I know you guys love your flag, and if someone doesn't love that flag enough, you tackle them. I get it. Got to do it. You know, you got to respect the laws. Yeah, some companies do a fluffy one instead of a chewy one. It just depends. Like, the official ones are chewy, but of course, like all other candies, like, everyone takes their own. Like, I guess it wasn't copyrighted very well or something, but everyone sort of makes their own version of it. Okay, so the problem we've got here is we don't have the advanced circuits. Shit, we don't, because we never actually brought them in here. We just put them there and called it a day. There are fluffy ones though, but typically rather than chewy, you get like chewy or just super chewy. If they're fresh, they're a bit fluffier. I can tell you that though. So maybe you got to get some fresh ones. Maybe you got to come to New Zealand and get the fresh ones. Okay, so that's looking good. Now, of course, we do need more. Oh yeah? What are you suggesting as Australian candies? By the way, I like my like suspicious. Oh yeah, like I don't know about this. I think this is gonna get real dodgy real soon. It's just immediately distrusting of anything you've got to say. Go on. You're about to start a war crime, but go on. I love the idea of war crime candies. I mean, I know war crimes are bad. I just want to say that real quick before I insinuate anything else. War crimes, bad. Don't do them. Okay. We are running out of belts. That's dangerous. And we need to also get just the regular modules in there. We're actually building inside the train line now, which I think is kind of cute. This is called good planning. You can tell it's good planning because we're doing it. Oh, it's not going to do it because we're out of fasts. That's cool. Oh, American. Sorry, I read that as Australian. I apologize. Okay, we cool now. We cool. What have I had? Peanut butter crumbly things. You know what? I have not had any of those. I will keep in mind. I mean, we do get like the basic ones, you know, the ones that you see all over the place. Not the, you know, like Twinkies, I guess, and yeah, what is it? Peanut butter cups I love. I don't know if that's heresy saying like I love those. They're a bit more common than they used to be. They used to be pretty hard to find. But now we can get them all the time, which makes me happy. Okay, so we now have enough to make all the modules I need, except for maybe more underground belts and plastics. So what I might do is I'm going to go get a train. There should be a train nearby. There's no train nearby. I'm going to get a train. Chico sticks. Yeah, I've literally never heard of those. I mean, I love my candy, so Chico sticks. No, not something we get here. I mean, I assume by the fact you're saying like where you find them, I'm assuming you don't get them in many places. This is not an acceptable way to get there. You know what? I'm going to change this slightly. Yep. Oh wait, this. Did I get out of the right place? No, I didn't. Okay. Hey Nuke, how you doing? Well, we have different types of peanut butter as well than Americans do, I believe. Americans really love their sugar. I don't think I need to tell you that. We don't have quite as much sugar. Or rather, we have sugar, we don't have like, what is it? Fructose syrup things? Our governments trust us with sugar, so that's nice. Well, it's not even governments trust, is it? It's like the, what is it? Like the companies. I guess it's just cheaper to do it that way? I don't know. Sugar! Damn right, Nuke, damn right. Let's see. So we just need some plastic. We've got our underground belts. We get some plastic, we will then start making modules. And we have a plastic drop around here somewhere. In fact, it's literally the one that I stopped off at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, I was going to say there's way too much plastic here, but there's actually not. Yeah. Actually, that's not how you do this. That's how you deal with this problem. You don't just throw a thing down and call it a day. That's pretty savage. What am I, savage? Sometimes. Okay. Okay, so we got some plastic. But yeah, New Zealand food, I've been to America once. I've been to Canada twice. The food is a bit different, but it's not that different. Like, it's a bit different, but You know, you got some different brandings and the flavors are different, but ultimately it's not too different. Like most Western countries are more or less the same style of stuff. Which, you know, is convenient because it means things are less scary. Because I'm an easily frightened person. Can I just ditch some of these things somewhere, please? I don't want to throw them away. I mean, yeah, there's also like different names for things. Like I love Cool American, or Cool Ranch is Cool American. That's always makes me laugh. Like Cool American flavored. Heck yeah. What? Dog noodles? I don't know what you're on about now, mate. Just making stuff up. I like how I'm saying you're just making stuff up and all you're doing is just emoting. Okay, plastic. Okay, and so this should create the downfall of man. We do have a lot of food influence from Southeast Asia, but I don't think it's quite as major because New Zealand is more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Ah, and you caught me out here. I can't remember words. No, words have escaped me. I have these module boards, why do I not? Well, what matters is we're making our first speed module. Boy, that's exciting. That only took us 2 hours and 45 minutes. Hey, there it goes. You know what? We're going to make some boxes because we want to make a lot of these. And you don't get a steel box. You don't deserve it. You're just green modules. But blue and reds, they are super essential. Green modules, you know what? We do actually have use for a few of the green modules. Okay, so now, what do I want? Solder or... Solder's fine, let's be honest. Solder's just fine. Like, yes, more would be great. Plastic is what's really needed. Need to figure out where all our hydrogen is as well, I suppose. Got some hydrogen over here that's, I suppose, being burnt away all the time. Maybe not a lot. Does look like it's actually being used. And I imagine my aluminium is probably going slower because, nope, aluminium's not going slower. Gosh, I don't know what's going on now then. All crisis, all the time. What is the problem with blue science? The problem with blue science is not enough solder. Well, that's what we're going to fix. So we should have a bunch of crystallizers somewhere. And we need to make... Okay, so that's the next thing. So we need to make tin ore. Tin ore is actually pretty easy to make. It's just crushed light blue and brown. We have a way to... Do we have just like a lot of brown and light blue that we can just steal? Well, there's light blue. Send people to what? Sorry, with SeaBlock? I don't know what you're insinuating there. Goldfish? Help, please. I've never goldfished. Do fish farming? I mean, people don't tend to do fish farming, but I'm doing it anyway. Can we get... We just need a lot more solder. That we know. Oh, do people tend to spaghetti with SeaBlock? No, 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 no. I'm a special breed of person. I am a disaster. This shouldn't be happening, but it is. Every now and then you see like semblances of like calm. There's some semblance of calm, semblance of calm, semblance of calm. Then you get the rat's nest. The rat's nest is my own problem. I try to, you can see there are times where I'm trying not spaghetti, but then it just devolves into spaghetti again. That's my fault. It's who I am as a person. I would apologize, but I'm not gonna. Okay, so what we could do is we've got a lot of lead. That's good. So what we could do, I really want to keep this for fishing. Got the space here. Whatever I do, I just need more tin. I could also just find a bunch of brown up here, which is there, and a bunch of light blue, which is light blue and, no, light blue and dark blue are different things, aren't they? So I could always, yeah, that's always good when you can do that. Mad respect there. So, or I could always just make lead tin on the belt and do it that way. Like build something out this way, maybe over here, and then just make a lot of solder from that. And that's probably the way I'm going to do it. Because solder is what's slowing down my blue science right now. And so as much as I would love to do something else with it, I do need to... Wow, it's... Excuse me. So perhaps the plan is we're going to put a circle, because I love circles, even though they are a travesty. Going to make a circle. Okay, it's a good place for a circle. Chain in, link out. Okay. And then what we're going to do is have the circle come out that way. And in through that way. My favorite part about the circle is where people see it and they go, "Oh, why are you doing this?" That's my favorite part. Because they recognize I'm a monster. Or as one person puts it, I just like efficiency. Which I think is a funny response. I don't like this because I like efficiency. Like, well, what do you think this is? Not efficiency? The answer was yes. Surprisingly enough. So I'm going to need a lot more sand for what I'm doing today. And I probably won't even get this finished. So what I'm going to do is one for lead, one for tin. No, that's not the recipe. That is though. Which of course doesn't share a damn thing, but it's a pretty easy recipe because it doesn't require flotations or any of that. But in the middle, and here's the trick part, we're going to put... We don't even really want the tin, we just want the... words. We want the solder. We will put tin on it and we will put lead on it. I mean, to be fair though, lead plates, not really used for a lot. Oh, actually, we'll need a lot of lead plates for purple science, which is something I do need to have. Wow, has that really done nothing since? Oh, titanium, yeah, we're not actually used, excuse me, we're not using a lot of titanium, so that does make sense. And that one that has made a lot of stuff is copper, which makes sense that we're using a lot of copper. And this one is, what, iron? Steel? Yeah, we're using a bit of iron and steel, so that's fine too. So what I could do, while it's slightly wrong, I could copy this, figure out how much space this is going to take, which actually, because it doesn't require that much space at all, we're almost done, which is nice. Few spitters over there, oh sorry, not spitters, worms over there that are none too happy about what I'm doing. That's okay, that's how the neighbors are. Okay, leave plenty of space. Now, of course, a lot of what I've made here is going to need to change because, of course, for instance, it's making iron, but the general recipe will remain unchanged. Also, while we're here, let's just fix that because it's going to try and make everything out of copper pipes, which I just don't carry anymore. Oops. And we're going to have to figure out what the heck's happened here. We probably won't actually, well, we definitely won't get this finished because we've got, what, 10 minutes? Oh, we might. Everything's sort of just doing the best it can. Crystallizers, I know we've got a bunch of crystallizers somewhere, but I'm not going to go look for them. I think they're in the warehouse of shame. At some point we'll look at all of this and go, we don't need this. Like, for instance, I think this is meant to be the charcoal line. And that, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but we'll build everything and then we'll disassemble what we realize we don't need when we get there. And of course we will need the mineral sludge, but we know that. And this, I'm pretty sure we don't need these pipes. In fact, I know we don't need those pipes. Where are we getting the mineral sludge from? Probably here. Probably the best way to get it. Alright, so we'll leave that behind for now. We don't actually want to get this connected, I just recalled, because if we did, we're going to make a lot of the wrong ores. That's fine, I guess. Okay, and that is molten copper. We don't particularly need that right now. Oh, make those. Wonderful. So let's find what we need for crystallizers. We've got my construction bots following me. They're going to get lost. It happens. I mean, I could stop it from happening, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, we're definitely not getting this done today. That's alright. A lot of nitric acid in there. That's kind of worrying, actually. Oh well. So what do we need for crystallizers again? Stuff. And things. Stuff and things. Iron and copper pipes. Well, good news is we've got iron. We've got copper pipes. Copper pipes. There they are. Iron. There they are. Three, four, 5, 7, 8. Need more iron. I don't know why I'm counting. I can't remember the exact number of everything I need. More basic circuit boards, of course. Always use more of them. Just keep clicking. You'll have enough. Actually, you know what? I don't have enough because there's supposed to be another line of these down here. Excuse me. Okay, well that's interesting. Good to know that now. I love when you just take a bunch of stuff and you're like, eh, it'll be fine. I'll figure out what I need later. So I'm gonna need some ore crushers, which is requiring stone, which I don't typically carry stone around, because why would you? What is Omni? There's so much stuff, I don't even know what everything is. We're gonna need ore processors, which I don't have enough steel, I imagine. Steel is the problem. Okay, let's try that again. Ore processors? Ore processors? Thank you. We get there eventually. We're going to need induction furnaces, of course. Well, actually, we need blast furnaces more, I think. Yeah, we do need blast more. So blast furnaces require steel, iron, steel. Okay. Oh, take some iron pipes. And steel, we've got a lot of steel here. We can just yoink it all. One blast furnace, need more clay. Okay, so you know what? We're not actually getting this done today. Oh, interesting. I mean, in some ways, that's not too different from mineral sludge. Good idea, though. I mean, I definitely approve of having less crap. It's just a bunch of nickel ore there. That's not great. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, so look, we're going to be ending this in a couple of minutes. So I might as well end now, actually, since I'm not quite finished with anything. Thank you to everyone who's watched me today. I've really appreciated having you here. If you've enjoyed today and you haven't given a follow, please do so. This is not my usual streaming time. My usual streaming time is actually usually about 2 or 3 hours from now on a Saturday, so previous day. But I stream on my days, Saturdays, Mondays, and Thursdays. So this is outside my normal streaming time because I couldn't stream my normal time, and I really wanted to stream, so I did because I'm a rebel. My construction bots are on the ground. That was going to be a problem. If you've also enjoyed this and you'd like to catch up with everything else that's going on and maybe stream time doesn't work for you, you can find me on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. It's spelled the same way as the channel. I like to keep it simple that way. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can find me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/SeiferKatt. Same way as the YouTube channel. I like to keep it simple. Beyond that, thank you for coming by today, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye!